Today I have great news for you, which is our Insider, which was formerly known as our newsletter, is going to come back. We promise to come to you with the newsletter about every 6 months. And we hope to connect with our friends, you, our alumni, as well as those of you who have been generous as donors, so that we can be in a different and new way of connection. We can hear from you, but more importantly, you also be part of stories that are ongoing in the department. That will include stories from residents and their experience in our residency program. There'll be stories from faculty, new initiatives that the department is starting, and then myself, as well as other leaders of the department, will have an opportunity to explain what's going on at our department at this current time. I'm so grateful to many of you, our donors and alumni, that have contributed to celebrate the wonderful life of Dr. Tom Hornbein. Not only did he serve as a very successful chair of our department, but also he is likely most known for his mountaineering career. I'm very lucky and happy to have gotten not only the attention, but also the agreement from Mike Grocott, a high-altitude researcher out of Southampton in the UK, to come as our inaugural speaker in March of 26. So please keep your eyes peeled for that event. It's going to be an open keynote lecture for our community, followed by a grand rounds the next morning, but then really also a visiting professorship for our residents. The next event that you'll find, save the date in the newsletter, is going to be the AUA meeting, which is the Association of University Anesthesiologists. And thanks to one of our vice chairs, Dr. Deepak Sharma, who is our vice chair for faculty development and faculty affairs, he has worked tightly with the AUA to put together a wonderful program for us as host of this meeting to come down in March of 26. As part of that, the department has reached out with Dr. Sharma's help to David Baker, a recent Nobel Prize laureate who has kindly agreed to come to talk to us as a community, as a department, for you as friends and alumni, in a keynote lecture to share about his work that led to his Nobel Prize in 2024. There is a couple more items that I wanted to bring to your attention. You won't find them yet in the newsletter, at least not this edition, but in the future you'll hear updates for sure. One is Dr. Fred Cheney and his wife, Pi, have generously in the past supported a professorship in anesthesia safety. They've now, as of this year, been even more generous by adding a substantial amount of dollars to make it a full endowed chair position. And I couldn't be happier to announce that we will have a second endowed chair in the department. And I'm looking forward to bring to you the person who will be the first endowed chair of anesthesia patient safety for the Department of Anesthesiology. Again, thanks to Pi and Fred Cheney for their huge generosity. And we're really looking forward to bring to you the person who's going to fill that position and therefore support a vice chair of quality and safety in the department. The other item not in the newsletter is that I recently was able to sign a contract with a local company called Vantari VR. VR stands for virtual reality. And essentially, it's a company that is in continued medical education, but also in education of trainees, faculty in medical centers. And while they have already formed some relationships on the East Coast, we are going to be the first West Coast center, an academic center of excellence for them, to be really thinking about a partnership that allows us to develop new modalities, new modules together. And that could be how to properly do lung isolation for thoracic surgery, or how to deal with a difficult airway. And again, the possibilities in this virtual reality space are unlimited, frankly. And it's so great to have a local company that can come to campus, work with us in a dedicated space for this virtual reality environment. Again, opportunity for many of us to get engaged in up-to-date modes of education and bring this new modality with the virtual reality really to life. With that, I would like to thank you for listening to me announcing the Insider and the comeback and reboot for the Insider. I'm looking forward to hear from you, and we will be back for the next edition as well.